The packaging almost looks similar, but there has to be some difference. So this is how the racing brake pads from Aprilia looks like.
Wow, these brake pads are at a different level. I'm not exaggerating. This is next level braking on the 457. Literally, I'm getting goosebumps now. Even I'm scared to pull the front lever completely, because that's the amount of braking force it's generating. It is lifting off the rail wheel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to the Motoplex Hyderabad showroom to check out the race brake pads which is offered by Aprilia. So I am on the way to office, so I thought why not check the brake pads as well in the showroom. So I'm going to check out that, and I'll be reaching in around 5 to 10 minutes from now. So I'll see you at the showroom. I have reached the Motoplex Hyderabad showroom.
So right now I am at the Motoplex Hyderabad showroom, and I have got access to the racing brake pad. So this is the racing brake pad. Let me show you. It shows front brake pad centered, and you can see the price 9,351. And let me open it and also show it to you. So this is exactly same in color how the normal Brembo double H grade brake pad looks like, but this is meant to have some different level of friction materials on it. So I'll open it and show it to you guys. The packaging almost looks similar, but there has to be some difference. So this is how the racing brake pads from Aprilia looks like. So you can see Brembo, it is written over here, and it has a double H marking as well. But I can see these serial numbers, it is different from the stock brake pads that comes with the bike. So the stock brake pad that comes with the RS457, that is like 6,000 rupees. I'll show it to you on this demo bike. You can see even this bike has golden brake pads. This is rose gold in color. Even this brake pad is rose gold in color. The only difference is this is normal sintered brake pad, which costs 6,000 rupees in Aprilia showroom, and these brake pads, it is race brake pads which you have seen on the catalog when the company released that catalog, right? So this costs 9,350 rupees. This is installed on the demo bike of the showroom. I'm going to test that bike and give a real-time feedback of how different it is, because even my bike is running on the stock brake pads. I have changed it recently, but even those brake pads are the normal double H Brembo sintered brake pads. So I'm going to see how these brake pads feels like in the real conditions.
The bike is ready. Let me see the brake pads. Yeah, the brake pads are changed. It's new. Racing cowl is installed. What else is installed? Okay, they don't have the quick shifter on this bike. And high windscreen is there. And this is the lever, adjustable brake lever, which is offered from Aprilia. Okay, I'm rolling now. This is my bike. Aditya is riding it, and we are riding to office today because I cannot test it in this traffic. So I'm taking it to office, and while coming back in the evening, I'll return it back to the showroom. Yes, there is a noticeable difference. When I am braking from 80 to 100 speed, one single tap of the brake is controlling the front end of the motorcycle. This is a definite improvement from the stock brake pads. Okay, I need to switch off the rear ABS. मैं हेवी ब्रेकिंग कर रहा हूँ ना, तो थोड़ा इंटरवेंशन पता चलता है ना एबीएस में, इसलिए रेयर ऑफ कर दिया।
अगर आप ना ज़्यादा स्ट्रेच ले रहे हो ना, मैं डायरेक्ट ऑफिस में ही आपको मिलूँगा।
हाँ ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं। Brake lever is set to 2. That means it is a little bit inside from the farthest position. So 5 is the closest and 1 is the farthest. So it is set at 2 right now. You see this? Just one tap of a brake is doing wonders. I never thought 457 can brake like this. But it definitely comes in at a premium. Good that I switched off the rear ABS in order to know the capabilities of this race brake pads. I'm about to reach my office, but I must say I'm loving these brake pads. The stock braking, everyone knows it is not that great. It has sintered brake pads, but these brake pads are one level up. It is for someone who wants to have a sharp braking experience with their motorcycle.
6 hours later.
Now I'm going back outside to test out this bike. I'm going near the service lane of the ring road. It's around 5 minutes away from my office. Here is my colleague Uday, who is riding my 457, and I am riding this bike with the race brake pads. And I have switched off the rear ABS again in order to test out these brake pads. My god, the braking performance, it's next level on this race brake pads. Like, for all of you folks who are thinking the RS457 does not have a good braking setup, if you want to upgrade, you will have to go for the race brake pads. You will have to ride it to believe it. Where is my colleague? I can't see him. Okay, he's here. उस साइड वाला सर्विस लेन पे चलेंगे, राइट जाके ऐसे उस तरफ. Just hoping that we don't find much traffic here, because I really want to test these brake pads. Okay, at the speed of 80 kilometers an hour, making sure I don't have anyone in my rear view mirror, and let me brake. The rear wheel just lifted off. That's the level of braking. Crazy. I think I need a third person's view in order to record it, because the braking is awesome on this motorcycle. My god, lovely braking. इसमें नेक्स्ट लेवल ब्रेकिंग है. मैं ब्रेक मार रहा हूँ, उड़ जा रहा है. ये ऐसा टैप करते उड़ जा रहा है. उठा ना पीछे से, दिखा ना, देखो फिर से. ओह गॉड, मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा था. मैं सिर्फ ब्रेक मार रहा हूँ, अपने आप उठ रहा है गाड़ी. सिर्फ ब्रेक मार रहा हूँ, उठ जा रहा है. वाओ, these brake pads are at a different level. I'm not exaggerating. This is next level braking on the 457. My goodness, literally I'm getting goosebumps now. Even I'm scared to pull the front lever completely, because that's the amount of braking force it's generating. It is lifting off the rail wheel. Of course, I have disabled the rear ABS, that's why it does not have control over the rear wheel, but I just want to show you the braking performance with this setup. Okay, I am doing around 100. Let's brake. This is the level of braking. कैसा है वीडियो? Okay, now I'm going to test it again over here. We'll take a U-turn. This is the emptiest road I can find here. My god, I was pulling some crazy stoppies with these brake pads. That is not at all possible with the stock brake pads. Okay, let me see how much of it is recorded.
Oh, you will love it.
The crazy भी आया एकदम मस्त। मेरे को वीडियो में एक्चुअली उतना भी नहीं लग रहा है, बट मैं जब उठा रहा हूँ मेरे को लग रहा है बहुत उठ रहा है। मैं डर के मारे छोड़ दे रहा हूँ, नहीं तो पलट जाएगा ये पलट जाएगा।
ये अपनी भी गाड़ी नहीं है ना, दूसरों की गाड़ी है।
हाँ। Okay, so I have shifted back to my 457 now because I wanted to feel the exact difference. I did not switch off the rear ABS. Let me switch it off. Now it is switched off. Rear ABS disabled, and let's test it. How is the braking difference like? I'm making sure no one is there behind me. Yes, difference in braking is felt. It is definite that brake pads are far more sharper than the stock ones. I can feel it. While riding back to back, it is clearly evident. I am at a speed of 100, making sure no one is there behind me. No, this brake pad is not performing that great. Let me do it one more time. Making sure no one is there behind me, I slam on the brakes. No, it is not lifting up the rear wheel, but those brake pads, it was easily lifting the rear wheel. I have to apply a little bit more pressure on these brake pads. Yes, these brake pads take more time to brake. Just for a comparison, I wanted to feel riding the two different brake pads back to back. That's the whole point I brought this motorcycle as well. So it's clear that the race brake pads on the RS457 that this demo bike has, it is more powerful and sharper than the stock brake pad which comes with the RS457. Definitely it is a premium. Yes, 9300, it's not cheap, but if you want sharp braking performance from this machine, because what I have noticed is with the stock setup, up till 150 kilometers an hour it will be able to stop the motorcycle, but after 150, let's say if you are doing 180, 190 or even 200 kilometers per hour, this becomes little risky because the braking distance it takes is a lot higher than on that brake pad. And if you are on those brake pads with the race brake pads, even at above 150 kilometers per hour, it will be able to control the motorcycle really well. So yeah, if you have the capability to go for these brake pads, definitely go for it. This is not for someone who is commuting. It is only for someone who wants to go to the racetrack, extract the full potential of the motorcycle, and if you want to do some high speed weekend rides or touring as well, these brake pads will come in handy. That was the entire review about the race brake pads on the RS457, which is offered as a accessory in the Motoplex showroom. If you want to purchase these brake pads, you can contact Motoplex Hyderabad showroom, which is owned by the Premier Automobile dealership. They have these stocks, and if you want, you can definitely upgrade your brake pads if your stock brake pads are done, and have an experience with these brake pads. With that, it's time to close this video, and I hope you liked it. There is no one who has tested these brake pads. I think this is the first video on YouTube as well. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you would like to go for these brake pads or not. And as of now, my brake pads are relatively new, so I'm not going for the race brake pads as of now, but once these are done, definitely I'm going to shift to the race brake pads. That's it about this video. I hope you found it helpful. Consider subscribing my channel because it takes a lot of effort to bring all these contents for you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.